Yeah, I think this would be an appropriate time to discuss this as we are preparing to work on the intergovernmental agreement. We had several meetings, and we had a meeting yesterday, and I think it would be something that if we are going to change, that since it's a fairly big document, that it would be good to bring that up earlier in the agenda and discuss it probably section by section, and then have motions on it section by section, and then have a vote on it for the entire IGA. Some of the county commissioners are planning on coming over at about 1:30, and I think if we would be able to start it approximately at that time, that would be sufficient for them. They're in an executive session now. So if that's agreeable to the body, we could pull that out of order, and then we could have a final vote on it after the changes were made, so that we would make sure that we are voting on something that we all know what we were voting on, as opposed to something that is in question. And so is there any comments, or Councilmember Snyder?
Yes, in keeping with the discussion last night, we're just going to go over the changes that we talked about last night, correct?
I think there's some interest for the city attorney's office to also bring forward some of the comments that they would like to have a discussion about. David, if you want to talk about that.
Yes, Mr. Snyder, the county legal staff and the county commissioners have been very accommodating in terms of addressing some suggested changes. And in addition to some of these substantive changes that were discussed at last night's meeting, there are some language items that there's general agreement between the county and city on, and the county has already expressed that to us, so we wanted to go ahead and see if we could work those in also.
Good, good. Just wanted to make sure that we're going to cover what we talked about last night.
Yeah. Councilmember Knight.
Well, I mean, we were on a time crunch last night, and there were one or two minor items that because everybody needed to get out of there, I didn't raise, but there are some additional issues that I have, and then reading the changes, there's some that got generated from there.
Okay. So I think if we kind
So,
of,
Mr. King, you're agreeing to what? To just discussing the changes we had last night, or what?
I think it should be an open discussion. I think that we will definitely have an opportunity. Council always should have an opportunity to bring up anything that they want to discuss, so I think that would be an appropriate. But I think we're focusing primarily on what was done last night, the mayor's comments, and then I don't know how many individual comments we have from council members, but I think if we do it section by section, then we can cover it, and then we can allow the audience to, if they want to testify section by section, to do it at that time also. Councilmember Bennett.
Mr. President, I would recommend that we move the item 12C, which is the intergovernmental agreement with El Paso County regarding stormwater and our other partners, to immediately after 10C, after we finish utilities business. I believe those three will go fairly fast, and it'd be a good time to have that discussion.
Okay.
We don't,
Second?
we don't,
Did I need to make that as a motion?
no, we don't need to.
I don't think we need a
yeah, we
motion
should
about
do
it, I think.
Yeah.
Is that
But thank
okay
you
by-
for being clear.
Yeah, is it okay by consensus to do that?
Yes.
So,